For over a century now, Indians have been told that Mahabharat and Ramayana are myths. Now the Archaeological Survey of India is excavating Hastinapur, and whatever the agency finds will surely startle Indians. Hi and welcome, you're watching TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of TFI Media Group. I'm your host Tribhuvan, and if you haven't subscribed to TFI English channel yet, please hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates. Coming back to the story, in this video, I will tell you that ASI is going to bring proof of Mahabharat not being a fictional story. Let's begin. The last time anyone seriously tried finding ancient historical evidence to prove that Mahabharat and the events described in the epic era are true was in 1950. Back then, an excavation was carried out by the Archaeological Survey of India under the supervision of famous archaeologist Dr. B.B. Lal. Now, 70 years later, the Archaeological Survey of India is back to work. A project which should have been done and dusted by now, sadly has to wait for a Prime Minister like Narendra Modi to come and order the completion of. So 70 years later, excavations are beginning in Uttar Pradesh's Hastinapur once again. An ASI team started excavation at a notified area in Hastinapur called Ulta Khera a week ago. Why is the ASI pursuing a campaign to dig up the part of Hastinapur now, you might ask? You see, Hastinapur has been selected by the Modi government to be developed as an iconic site. The centre's scheme proposes to set up an Indian Institute of Heritage and Conservation, IIHC, under the Ministry of Culture and develop 5 archaeological sites as iconic sites with on-site museums. Historian K.K. Sharma said, "It's an appreciable step taken by the Union government. Being a teacher of history, I can say that such excavations on sites like Hastinapur provide an opportunity to peep into the rich history of the area through the authentic findings." Hastinapur is a city in the Meerut district of Uttar Pradesh. It is said to have been described in the Mahabharat and Purans as the capital of the Kuru kingdom. In fact, archaeologists excavating a site in Hastinapur had found artifacts that bear strong cultural resemblance to the descriptions provided in the Mahabharat. There are several places in western UP connected to the Mahabharat age. There is also a water reservoir or Draupadi Kund near the city. Additionally, there exists a banyan tree which, according to legend, was planted by Bhima himself. A well is also revered in Hastinapur as the bathing site of the Pandavas. Interestingly, a horse-driven chariot was discovered from the site along with 9 skeletons and swords. ASI has claimed that these relics are of the Mahabharat age. The Jain community too reversed the city as several Tirthakars were born in Hastinapur. More than 35 sites in India have yielded enough archaeological evidence to be identified as ancient sites described in the Mahabharata. Copper and iron utensils, seals with pictures, gold and silver ornaments, terracotta figurines, and painted grey ware pottery have been found in the sites. Scientific dating of these artifacts corresponds to the period described in the Mahabharata. Here's an example. The famed ancient city of Dwarka until recently was considered non-existent and a figment of the imagination of Hindus. However, when the National Institute of Ocean Technology was conducting a study on paleo river channels in the Gulf of Kambat, unusual square and rectangular features in the seabed were discovered through sonar imaging. In 2001, Murli Manohar Joshi, the then Human Resource and Technology Development Minister, announced that an ancient city's ruin of the coast of Gujarat were found. According to the Mahabharat, Dwarka city was drowned due to a great flood. So Indians called Dwarka a mythological city while it was sleeping underwater for thousands of years, as stated by the Mahabharata. Similarly, Indians are calling the Mahabharata a myth, while evidence of the events of that period remains underground. Yet, with the ASI beginning excavations in Hastinapur, India's ancient history is about to be brought back to life. What has been considered a fictional myth for so long will now be established as a definitive historical occurrence.